you're going to be able to pull these up, and you're going to be able to construct something that was one-dimensional into something that's completely, oh, there we go, let's flip it together, into something that's completely three-dimensional. And now with these jumbo Magformers, that's the difference between what we've done before and what we're doing now. Now the neatest thing about this is that if you have these, they all work with this. So you can pull these off, they'll all stick together. You can build everything that you've ever had with all the small Magformers. With these jumbo Magformers, it's just so much more fun to play now.
You know, when you're a child, it's big is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can build stuff like this, that's exciting.
That's so cool.
And you give us, I mean, there's a lot of pieces in this set.
There is. Yeah, there's so much to do with this set, and there's so many different things, but we're going to give you 18 giant squares, 8 big giant triangles. But again, the coolest thing is that if you have Magformers,
look at that.
or if, that is so cool. If you have Magformers and you've used them for a long time, these are only going to enhance what you've already done. But if you don't, and this is your first introduction, or you have smaller kids, it is a great way to start. It's just so much fun because, again, those magnets, every side of that square has a magnet in it. It's so easy to build. We give you instructions on how to do everything that you're seeing here, and it's just, they're going to have so much fun creating.
First day that we've ever had this on 5 easy pay payments. Now, here's what's interesting. Those of us who remember playing with magnets as kids, you would have 2 magnets, and sometimes they would click together, and sometimes they would push each other apart. There's a really ingenious system in here because the magnets are on rollers inside of these plastic sleeves. So it doesn't matter which way you put them.
It's always right.
They always work. There's no negative on this at all.
Yeah, there isn't. And this is what's cool about this, because with the squares and the triangles, just like that, we can build something three-dimensional. And as you add to it, you're going to be able to add more pieces, and as you pull it up, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And some people watch this and, oh, it's magic. It's not really magic. It's really about the magnets and how strong they are and how durable they are. We built this, right? So we take this one, we're using some triangles. We're going to pop this one up.
Go for a car.
Put this on top. Now we've got a cool little car that they can drive around, that they can play with, that they can make believe, and just.
You've got 5 kids. And I can't. Forgive me. I can't remember. Maybe you can't either. What age range they go from?
So 15 is my oldest.
15.
10. And 7.
Wonderful.
And what's cool about Magformers,
they all play with it, don't they?
They all do. They all play with it. So the first time we brought Magformers home, we put them in the middle of the kitchen table. The 10-year-olds, they weren't 10 at the time, but they were probably 6 and 4 or something like that, or 6 and 3. They started playing together, and they played together for hours with these, and they're still taking them out to this day and building with them and having fun.
Construction sets of any kind are wonderful ways to stimulate a young person's mind, and to be able to see things being built in big shapes and bright colors. It's exciting, it's fun, and this is a good size set. 26 pieces of the jumbo. That's really cool.
And they're huge. And if you don't mind, I'm going to reach in front of you for a second. But these are the small ones here that we've had in the past. So you still can attach these. They'll still attach. The magnets work exactly the same way. So like Dan said, they're all on rollers. So they'll always connect to whatever they connect to. It's that easy to do.
And cleanup's a snap for mom and dad.
The cleanup's the best because they all stick together.
Yeah, they all stick together. Exactly right.
So this is pretty cool. So all we did here is I'm going to take one of these apart so I can show you. All we did was we took 2 squares and 2 triangles, right? And we built a little triangle out of it. Put these together, and now when we pull this up from the middle, we've got this really cool little star, you know. And again, these are little things that the kids can build. But now they're going to play with this, and this either becomes a star for the top of the Christmas tree in their imagination, or you can put it down like this and it becomes this great fort for their Lego figures to go in, or their action figures. And with this giant set, you know, they can play with their big action figures, they can play with their little action figures, they can put them in their cars. They're going to use their imagination and create so many cool things.
One of the reasons why this is an award-winning gift is that it never outgrows itself. If you have any of the older, smaller Magformers, they'll work.
Absolutely.
If you buy more than one set, they'll work together. Right now, we're talking about not needing any batteries. It's not something you plug in. It's not another reason to sit in front of the television set. They're creating, and that really makes a difference. Look at these kids.
It's so cool. And the number one.
I love that. What's that little guy's name? Because he's 5 years of age. He looks like a sergeant in the Marine Corps.
Someday that's what he's going to do. But they're going to become architects. They're going to become designers. They're going to become
engineers.
They're using, I mean, squares and triangles and everything. That they're going to have to learn about those in school someday, and shapes.
What people do not realize, this set, by the way, I forgot to tell you this, I apologize, at $49.89, today is the last day that it's going to be featured at that price. This set retails for $89.
Yeah.
It's an extremely difficult process to manufacture these in big pieces like this with all the magnets that are necessary. Magnets have become very expensive. And the magnets, by the way, do not demagnetize. They'll have this set for years and years and years.
That's such a great point.
We've got them. Our price is $49.89 instead of almost the suggested retail price of $90. And for the first time ever, we've got it on 5 easy pay payments. What is this one going to be?
So this is the one thing I wanted to show you too is that this is going to become a rocket ship, right? And again, kids using their imagination. All we've done is use 3 triangles here in the middle. The magnets are built into the product, so they're on rollers inside. You can't even see them. There's nothing to lose. And as you begin to pull this up, you'll see. Now we've started building like this. So now we can put all of these around the outside.
Teach 3-dimensional thinking.
Absolutely. Oh, I forgot one. There we go.
That's all right.
There we go. And kids will build like this, and once they get them home, they'll look at the instructions one time, and then they'll probably never look at them again.
And they'll figure out their own things to build.
And they'll figure out their own things, but there you go, there's the rocket ship.
And
again, if they have the other ones that are, the smaller ones that are sitting around the house, they can attach these, and they'll attach and they'll add to it, and they can build even bigger things. But then again, the cleanup, this is it.
And then
you just pop it down. And my kids love to actually put it together because it's just so simple and easy to clean up and put together.
Keith's family, the Epps family has been in the toy business now for almost 50 years.
Almost 50 years, yeah.
And I joke around about him being the big elf, but you know,
my dad's the biggest elf. He's at home.
He is such a great guy.
He's in better shape than I am, so he's actually not he's not the biggest elf.
He runs. The only time you and I run is when we don't hear the bell on the ice cream truck the first time.
But that's it. That's the cleanup. It comes in this great little colorful package right here. And this is the other cool thing for parents. That's how small it gets.
Right.
All of these giant things that we've just built, this is what it goes away to. This is what it puts away to. And it's so easy.
If you go with multiple sets, we will save you money on shipping and handling. Today is the last day we can make it available at that featured price. The manufacturer's suggested retail price is closer to $90. Magnets are expensive. Rare earth magnets are just, you can't find them.
They are.
So, and it works with all the other Magformer sets. I like it. First day ever on 5 easy pay payments. Enjoy and have some fun.
Thanks, Dan.
Merry Christmas to you and your family. Good people. Coming up a little bit later on, we're going to show you the handheld Shark. This is the Shark Rocket. Now, we all need an upright vacuum, but it's nice to have a handheld vacuum that really does the job. And you'll reach for this once or twice a day. You'll reach for your big upright maybe once a week. And the power is impressive. We'll show it to you coming up in just a little bit. Here's what's coming up a little later on. Boy, it's good to work.